Okay, welcome back to Snowdonia. I'll talk a bit more about where I'm going in a minute, but that's Snowdon up there and we're not going that way. What a beautiful place this is, man. By the river here, right by the road as well. Not bad for a bit of a dip after a nice summer's hike. Anyway, so we're not heading that way, that's the Watkin path. And we're going to head down the road here and pick up a path heading into the Moelwynion range. My ultimate goal is Cnicht for tonight. There's two more peaks before that. So almost 2 weeks have passed since I did my last outing, which was Bristly Ridge on the Gliddereye, and as you can see the weather has somewhat changed. Last time we had freezing temperatures, snow, all the layers were on, my pack was heavy, and today it's t-shirt weather at the moment. I'm expecting that to change, but at the moment beautiful. And then the reason pick these mountains as a route to do today is because it's Easter. It's not too busy actually down in the car park down there, but I'm imagining the summit of Snowdon will be absolutely packed. So it's a new route for me, so most of the information I'll give you today will be on the screen, but I'll have a go as we go along. The only mountain I've done in this round today is Cnicht, and that was from a totally different direction. So looking forward to this, something new. So that would have been the old footpath up from NantGwynant car park. It looks like it's been closed for some time now. So it's right there because we've got this road. Quite pleasant, nice pleasant start to the walk. And the mountains I'm climbing will be coming into view shortly, I hope. What a difference 2 weeks make, eh? Absolutely bloody lovely today. See over to Moelwynion now, and the other two peaks there, which I can't remember the names of. They're iron up there, and Snowdon is just behind the tree in the clouds. But it's definitely the steepest part so far. The mountains are just coming into view, and I think that ridge up there, I'm going to absolutely murder this name, Ysgafell or Ysgafell Ridge. I'm going to have to check that because it's quite important to the route, and just like that, there they are, the range I'm doing. So my first port of call after splitting off this road is to head up to Llyn Edno, and then from there I can get to Moel Meirch, which I think is probably wrong as usual. And yeah, that's my first objective then, somewhere up there. It's hard to tell really, everything looks around the same height, there's no obvious peaks as such, but sure it'll become clearer as we move on up. I mean, the road's helping me make pretty quick progress, but I just have to keep turning around to look at this view. That is incredible. What a view of Snowdon. Rarely seen from this angle. Still with its head just in the clouds. Now when I say Cnicht is my final objective, doesn't mean we're going to make it. I should do, I've left plenty of time, got my head torch. So we'll see how things go. We should get there. The reason Cnicht is I wanted to add it, the original route didn't have it on. I wanted to add it today just because from Cnicht it's flat all the way to the coast, and it's an incredible viewpoint. So yeah, it was definitely worth adding. So then we're going to head straight on down this lane. Just skirting around the edge of this plantation here. And before we reach the farm, we're going to split off and head into some more open ground. Well, again, some of the locations I'm just going to put on the screen because there's quite a lot to remember. But absolutely beautiful. I have seen a couple of people already, but that's it now. Nobody about. So right over there in the distance, I'll zoom in with it, see if it'll still pick it up clearly. You can see the glidders, glider vac mainly, and Castle Gwent, which is where I was 2 weeks ago in the snow. What a contrast. But yeah, they're stunning mountains. Okay, we're leaving the farm track now, heading off up here. Beautiful terrain. Very wild. Wild for Snowdonia anyway. Haha. River crossing. Easy enough. Let's go. There we go. Yeah. A couple of river crossings. I think the gate's over there, so it's basically pick your way through. Well, I wanted wild and I've got what I came for. Yeah, I've just left the tree line and the views have just opened up across the whole sort of vista of Iraran, Snowdon, Illiweth. I think the top will clear tonight. There's some breaks in the clouds coming now. Wow. This has got to be one of my slowest journeys up a mountain. There's so much to see around here. That's buildings. Plenty of midges in there. Made a good choice today. I'm gonna head around here, I think, through this wall somewhere. And in the guidebook it talked to an obvious sort of gorge or cleft. You've got to find your way through. To get up to the lake, so I think it's heading this way. There's minor paths and sheep tracks running all over the place here, so I'll check the map once more, but I think that's where I'm going. Okay, we're certainly on sort of indistinct terrain now. I think up there is the cleft that it talks about. Yeah, we've got some way markers here, so yeah, we're on the right track. And that looks like an obvious sort of gorge up that way. You say over this stile. Then following the wall. Very, very reminiscent of the Rhinogs. Through the gorge. Well, this is a slightly special place. Wow, there's just so much going on in every direction. Oh wow, these waterfalls. places just absolutely defy belief. I'm not even on the path anymore, the path's further up that way. But I've got to make my way up the hillside somewhere. I've lost the word. It's time for me to leave this gorgeous river because I need to get above this crag. Because that's where my route's taking me. It's certainly worth coming down to explore that. Absolutely glorious. And it goes on further and further up the gorge. I'm just wondering if maybe I could follow it and then pick up the tributary leading to the lake. Yeah, I'm gonna have a bit of an explore around anyway. It's gonna take me an absolute age to get up this river. Oh wow! Oh, that's gorgeous. Every single time I turn a corner. What is this the best one yet? I'm not sure. That looks quite deep as well. Oh, I don't know what, I haven't brought my swimming kit. Or a towel, which is more important, I suppose. Not if anyone's going to see me here. Oh, absolutely gorgeous. I need to find new superlatives to use. Okay then, as I said, some of this is fairly rocky. Certainly not scrambling, but a little bit of a step up from just your average height. In quality as well. Okay, so if you're not drawn in by that gorge as I was, the correct path looks like it did run across the top of the crags. I'm just sort of heading up that way to meet it. I think I might be on it. I was heading for that cleft over there. So maybe you could have carried on and picked up that tributary there, but this looks more direct. Okay, so I've just climbed out of the gorge, quite a way below the path actually. Yeah, there's the main track coming across the top of that. But again, there's rivers to follow. It wasn't too difficult down there. But yeah, it's got me some good height. I can now see where we're going. That straight ahead, there is Moel Meirch. I'm really sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong. I looked for some pronunciations online but couldn't find anything for it. So there you go. Right then, what can we see? Again, still the same view back to the Snowdon range, which is stunning. Really, just everywhere you look. We head up there, hopefully get a decent view, but I need to crack on now. I think I'm about a mile from that one. And it's been really easy going. And the road was about the steepest part. There might be a bit of a scramble at the end to access the summit, but no problem. You can just see Llyn now appearing. That's the lake, the road runs right alongside that lake. And then up to Moelwynion, rising above Bethgelert, and then Bethgelert Forest to the right, beneath the two subsidiary peaks there. Round to Aaron, fantastic mountain, and around to Snowdon, which is still in the clouds. It was an option today, it was an option. It was a safe option. But yeah, it might clear yet though, the west looking a lot brighter, which is that's where we want it. Yeah, as you can see, way above the gorge now. My first summit bear's ever closer, and the path is getting increasingly better. I'll just spin it round and show you what I'm walking into. Okay, so it turns out the lake's on the other side of this sort of ridge here. So in a minute I'm just going to strike off left, head up to Moel Meirch, I think we're calling it. Don't really think there's a path. I'm just going to get quite high on this and head off. Okay, so I'm going to head up onto this crag, and this should be quite a clear path to it then. As I say, there's not really any paths around here, there's just faint trails every now and again. So yeah, you can see some signs of use though. Usually helps a little bit. Right, a little bit of rest, gain some energy. Let's get up this peak. So over there now you can see Llandudno, and over to, well, what's the name, Ysgafell Ridge and Cnicht at the back. So yeah, it looks a bit easier going up there after this. So it might make it hear I'm breathing heavy. This is tough stuff. Not particularly steep, but looks like it's about to get fun, and I think the summit's just up there. Oh, be careful, there's quite a lot of holes. So just testing exactly where you step in. Thinking this is it. Quick check on the map. Okay then, so as usual, they've lied to me, that's the summit. I'm pretty pleased that this is the summit and not the other one. I think that is the actual summit right there. They're going to get up there. Wow. Right. So I took quite a while getting up to this one, so we're not going to hang about too much. So over there, the ones I know, you can see Moelwynion, the two subsidiary peaks, around to the Nantal Ridge, Afon, Snowdon, while I'm truly in the mist at the moment, around to the Glitters. Round, you can just see the Carnethite at the back there, and round to Moelwynion, which dominates the skyline from every angle. Beautiful, beautiful mountains. So from here then, we head back to that lake, or to the lake. I haven't actually been there yet, it was the other side of the ridge. So back to the lake, and then up onto that ridge there, which looks like it's going to be a stunning ridge walk. So I've just bolted down from the summit there, that first peak, and just on this tundra now. Amazing mountain scenery. Just got motion bod on that side at all times. We're going to head over there, around the side of them crags, above the trees there, and on to the next one. Found my own little private bay here. This is just beautiful. Okay then, so as I leave this lake behind, and a stunning lake it is, I'm going to head up this muddy track up onto the fells now, alongside the fence. There are lots of ups and downs on the ridge. We're basically following the fence line, taking these tracks. They'll pretty much lead to where you want to go. It's just finding the one with the least bog, which at this point I am really regretting not bringing my gaiters. I think the next sort of summit I'll be reaching is Ysgafell North, far north top. Slightly lower than the main top of Ysgafell Wen. That'll be the next one, but it's more of a big long ridge really. Switch to the other camera now. It's quite windy up here, and this one's got a bit of a wind protection on it. See the lake down there? I think that's NantGwynant. I could be wrong. There's a lot of lakes in this area. There's some people camping down there. I'm almost at the top of Ysgafell North, far north top. I'll get that one right eventually. Right, so there's a small cairn on top of that pile of rocks there. I would say that is the first peak on this ridge. Final little climb then to the top of far north top. And that looks like NantGwynant. I'll check these on the map and get back to you, but this is there's one summit there, and there's another one further on, and then that's up to Cnicht. I'm going to have a go at this. It's Llynau'r Cwm, and again, just a stunning area. There's 2 or 3 lakes dotted around here as well, and this ridge in a moment, I'll show you the lake first. Yeah. This next part looks fun. Let's get up there. I hear a jet. We're going to see it this time maybe. The obligatory scree. next one really does lie to you. Oh, we've got another peak, which I think is far north top. Or it could be north top and that could be far north top. But who knows? So there's Laggy and there's Cnicht. Looks from here as though that wouldn't take too long. But we're going to see how long this takes first and then make the decision. Because either way, this will be a beautiful way down. And it ain't too far up to there now. It took me a while to get my bearings really. I know where I am. I know how to get down. What I didn't know is where the summit of this mountain is. And it appears it's those pile of rocks over there. There's a little path heading out to it, which I didn't look like that from the map. I'm going to check it again when I get to this crossroads and just strike off for it. So I'm pretty sure that's the way. You can show you just how even in the daylight it can get a little bit confusing, but that one's at 672 and that's the high point. Another lake, there's been so many. Okay, so it's through this gate and there's rocks up on the horizon. That's the summit. Shouldn't take too long to get over there and then come double back on myself. The lake we saw a moment ago, the big one, wasn't NantGwynant down there. There's another one, so I'll put that on the screen when we get there. There is so much going on in this area. So many lakes, so many little summits. So yeah, you can see how it can get really confusing. So then, the final push. I'm going to eat my pasta and make the decision of what to do next. Last few tired steps to the top of this bad boy. And there we go. Ysgafell Wen. Now as it happens. Hey. It's the high point. There's Cnicht over there. Right, let's get some food down me because my brain's not working at the moment. There's another lake down there. Okay then, so all fueled up. So if this weather continues to improve like it is, I am going to go for Cnicht. Well, I've got the energy now. So the pointy one there is the next objective if I manage to make it. We'll see, we'll let that pasta kick in. But on this stunning ridgeline now, it's heading across. Just absolutely beautiful. The thing is around here, the main danger is getting lost. And as you can see, I've made a couple of navigational errors myself, nothing too serious. But certainly misidentifying lakes and things like that can land you in a little bit of trouble. But there's nothing here beyond a broken ankle really. The terrain's relatively benign. It's rugged. But certainly on this peak it's been quite easy going. I mean, up here in mist it'd be a different story. Okay, so the lake over this side, so I'll put the name on the screen because I've given up trying to work out what they're called and pronounce them. The one over this side is possible route down, so that's looking ever easier to get up as I get closer to it. So yeah, we're heading around this near side of the lake. That was my original route down if this wasn't possible. And from the summit of Cnicht we can either go straight down, I think, or maybe come back this way, but it depends how far from the road. With this terrain, I'd like to get to the road before it gets too dark. So this area here brings back some memories. We did Cnicht we did in 2015, the only other time I was in the area. You see down there, into the old quarry works over there, beneath Moel Meirch. And from the summit of Cnicht we should be able to see Groza, which is a beautiful little village. Nice ice cream. I mean, this mountain, when climbing from Groza, makes a really good day out and a really good loop. And yeah, you could probably combine it with Moel Meirch for a bit of a high level loop. But yeah, mainly we just climbed it from up Groza with a little bit of a scramble near the top, and then came down one of the old mining tracks. Really nice walk. But yeah, if you're a bit crazy, you can try this one. This is looking promising. Another lake down there. I'll put the on the screen again. And then multiple lakes just past it, you can see. Looks like I'm going to have the summit to myself. But yeah, you can just see the sun maybe about to drop below the cloud line there. So I'm going to take my time getting up here now because it's a while before sunset. And the other thing is, if it's dropping that way, we're looking good to be able to start descending and still see it. You can see how the track up here is now more resembling something you'd find on one of the more popular ranges. Last push. There's always a little bit more to do, and yeah, get down this as well. And now we've got the sort of gnarly, scrambly ridge part. A little bit of everything tonight. There we go. Whew. Well, that was a lot easier than what I was expecting. You can see down to Groza now. Beautiful little village, and out to the coast, over to Moel Meirch. And I'm going to hang about because it's not cold or anything. So I'm going to hang about and see what happens on the horizon there. Then just a quick look around then. That way is the ridge I've come along. Quite good fun actually. Behind that is the other ridge, the main ridge, the boggy one. Ysgafell Wen, I think. Really sorry if I'm absolutely butchering that. There's Moel Meirch as well, I think. It was said. Round to right at the back there, you can see Moelwynion. Round to the glitters, Carnethai is at the back, Carnethai in sunshine at the moment. And the glitters are round to Cribgoch, Ilueth, Cribby, Disgul and Snowdon. Round this way, the lump there doesn't look as impressive from this angle. That's here Aaron. Round to the Nantal Ridge. And I think this is Moelwynion over here. Quite close to Beth Gellet now, so that would be Moelwynion. And then out there is the Lynn Peninsula. And round to Poor Maddock. And to the south. Okay, this is one where it doesn't look like it's going to happen. It may come through right at the very end, but I'm not waiting around for that. Plus we can get to see some of this stream in the light, which could be nice. So yeah, so next then down this ridge towards that lake, down the right hand side to the wall, then we're going to pick up the stream. I think there's a good path by the looks of it. Yeah, good day. Shame about sunset, but I'm not going to complain. Right, a couple more minutes up here, then I'll take a few more photos and then I'm heading down. Alright, so I'm going to start my way down then, make my way down this scrambly bit and head for the ridge. So this bit should be the only tough bit really. Okay, so we're back on the GoPro Max now. Just edging down Cnicht. Oh, I can hear people coming up, but I think it's down at the village. So I'm really travelled since the start of the night. But yeah, again, I'm heading across there actually. Yeah, camera's going away. Let's get down this bit and then we'll bring you back. Well, you can see they've just come down that nice little down scramble. If I'm honest, I just sort of slid down it, controlled sliding, and just got this last bit to go till I reach that scree chute, and then down to the river. Always love a scree chute to end the day on. Okay, so last look up to Cnicht then. That's the scree chute that came down and the scramble to the left of it. I'm on this nice grassy path now, leading towards the wall, and then over the wall and pick up. There's quite a wide river there. Go on the left hand side of that, all the way down. Right, so I'll also head down this moorland then, talk about a bit more about what's coming up. This Sunday we're at Snowdon Edge, hopefully for a sunrise. But we'll see. It does look a little bit cloudy in the morning, but it was forecast to be foggier in the week and we've not got that now, so should get some nice views on that one. And then 2 weeks after that we're on Seniors Ridge on the Glidders, which will lead us on to Glider Valley, and then I've not really decided what to do from there. I don't know whether to go to Igarn or maybe the other way, and maybe explore Coombe Triven. This is where I joined the path. I'm going to follow this all the way back down. Looks quite good actually. Yeah, I'm so glad I did it this way. I think this would have been okay so far to descend in the dark, whereas the one I came up, yeah, certainly was a little bit harder to follow, I would say. Okay, so I've reached the stream. That's going to be my friend most of the way down. Final part of the descent down to the road and then along it to get back to NantGwynant. It's quite a long walk along there, but once I'm on there it's a lot easier going in the dark, which is what I wanted. But yeah, looks like the sunset wasn't going to happen today, but the sky's beautiful over there all the same, and I've had quite an easy walk down. Yeah, that is pretty gorgeous. Not a bad way to end the day. That was the last little bit to negotiate to get to the road then. And then easy peasy. So that was easy enough to negotiate. Just around the back of the cottage there. And then, yep, sometimes they can be a bit confusing, but it doesn't look like anybody's here anyway. Information board. Yeah, and almost down at the road now. Right, so turn right along this road. This will take me back to NantGwynant. And again, as usual, I'll put some photos on from the day. Yeah, I'm going to follow this all the way back. I won't film too much of this because it's a road and we're going to see most of it on the way up. So yeah, again, thanks for watching. Again, Striding Edge on Sunday, so that one will be up next week. This video hopefully will be up in before I do that one. I like to get them done as I do them. So yeah, thanks for watching and see you again.